is Porzingis the key to the Celtics becoming a dynasty here? Yeah, because I think to me right now he's gone on. He's having surgery now. Okay, he didn't play that many minutes. He reminds me a bit of Kawhi. He reminds me a little bit of Kawhi, right? Like Kawhi when he plays makes a difference, but when he doesn't play, obviously it makes no difference at all. And then the bigger question is like, how many games can he play? Can he stay healthy for say 20 so games in the playoffs and finals? All right, when it matters. And how important is that? Like, do you think this Boston Celtics team is a dynasty that everyone's talking about? Yes, the two best players are young. Yeah, 26, 27, I think. Yeah, but the rest of the crew is aging. Is Porzingis the key?
I think a lot went right for Boston this season that you never want to ping a team for, but for that to happen again, for them to go all the way through to the finals and play an easier matchup from the West, I don't think that happens again. Porzingis is definitely the X factor. I think the Drew Holiday acquisition and his impact helps them, along with Derek White, obviously growing in. I think people forget that Derek White is also quite young, like he kind of matches the core a little bit.
Mm.
So I think they're fine on that front. But I'd even make the stronger case and say I think dynasties, like I made a take a while back, and currently I'm doing well, and my batting average is 100%. I
Two from
don't
two.
think,
Two from two.
well, I don't think anyone in this decade is going to be able to go back to back.
Mm,
I think
mm.
the league, its parity, its competitiveness, I think it's going to be difficult for a team to win two in a row. And so when you look at what Boston's got to do, well, they've got to go up against a Milwaukee squad that has the potential to be healthier and get a full season of reps with the same coach and the same lineup. So that's dangerous. Indiana will come back better, right? Tyrese will finally have time to heal, and Indiana clearly proves that they have something within them. The Knicks, if Thibodeau can figure out that you don't need to play everyone 45 minutes a game, then they're right back in it. Philadelphia, it's always a dice roll with Joel Embiid, but surely that dice roll lands on his favorable side at least once. Miami always loiters there, and that's just from the East,
There
right?
hasn't been an inevitable dynasty since KD left Golden State.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. I think that's
And
the reality.
and I don't think Porzingis is a huge X factor for them, but we saw the injury prone stuff, right? We saw it this season. He lucked out. He played probably the same amount of games that he's played in previous years. The only difference was he had a really good squad around him to keep him in significant games. And, yes, he played 3 games in the finals, but he really only played 1.5 because game 5 was very tokenistic, so he could get out there and be a part of the winning game, the clincher of the series. And in game 2, he ends up getting hurt. So, they got the value out of him. But to rely on him for another full season after whatever this injury does to him, because this does require surgery and there's a rehab and a healing process that goes into this, I would not feel comfortable saying Boston goes back again. And that's no discredit to them. I think it's just a credit to the fact that the league is competitive and anything can happen. And for this season, it was Boston's turn. It fell really nicely for them, but it could have fallen really nicely for anybody else in the East.
Well,